I need you to help me. I tried to see if Ami would help me, but she told me never to call her again. She disowned me. But you're different, right, Haruka? You despise me and I'm hanging up. Goodbye. Oh no! My name is Haruka. I'm currently a housewife. I used to have a job and I met my husband Toshinobu at my previous job. Toshinobu tends to be shy, but he's very mature and we share the same values. We started a relationship 5 years ago. After being in a relationship for 3 years, we got married 2 years ago. We got along well and we got married, and a while after that…
Hey, Haruka, can I talk to you about something?
Huh? What's the matter?
I want my mom to live with us here. That okay?
Why all of a sudden?
She talked to me the other day. She said that she wants to live with us here.
I guess this place is big enough to have her join us, so I guess we can consider it.
Thanks. She's gonna move in next week.
Next week? Can she move so suddenly?
Yeah, I've been telling her she can move in here beforehand.
Hold on, does that mean that you've been telling her that she could move in here before I agreed to this?
Let me ask then. Are you gonna refuse when your mother-in-law is telling you she wants to move in with us?
That's not what I said, but then I feel like you should have talked to me beforehand.
Don't be like that. It's not good to overthink.
There's no point in arguing at this point. We live in a 6-bedroom apartment. It might be a little big for the two of us to live on our own, but this place was owned by my grandfather. My grandfather passed away 5 years ago, and I inherited this place from him. Since I got married to Toshinobu, we decided to live at this place because it was a gift from my grandfather. Since he initially owned the apartment, I don't have to pay rent. But because I have so many bedrooms, it's not easy to keep up with all the maintenance. I have to pay for property tax, monthly community fee, and parking fee, which ultimately come up to expenses that can be quite costly. Toshinobu and I pay for those expenses, and I'm sure it's better than paying rent. If his mother is going to live in this apartment, I thought we'd be able to divide those fees by 3. Neither Toshinobu nor I are into shopping, so it's not like we'd have more belongings, and there wouldn't be any problem if she moves in. After giving some thoughts about this matter, I saw that it would be beneficial for the both of us to have his mother move in with us. It's just that I didn't appreciate the fact that Toshinobu had agreed on this when he never spoke to me. Another con couldn't be how his mother will be living with us and we'd have less time as a couple. I never knew if I'd be able to communicate with her effectively. I wouldn't want any in-law problems with her either. But then I had an impression that she was going to be an easygoing person. So I guess I was overthinking too much. With those thoughts going through my head, a week had passed by and my mother-in-law was moving into our home. Toshinobu decided to go pick up his mother that day. I decided to wait at home. Shortly after…
I'm home!
Welcome home! Toshinobu and his mother were standing right by the front door. The last time I saw her was at our wedding. I haven't thought much until last night, but I started to feel nervous to see her after such a long time. Hello, long time no see. It's good to see you. She then deliberately said, Isn't this place a little too dusty? Have you been cleaning? Oh, yes. I vacuum the house on my days off. On your days off? What are you talking about? Housewives don't have a day off. I have a job too. Were you not aware? What? You're married and you have a job? You never told me that. Oh, I believe I told you at our wedding. Why would I remember a conversation from a few years ago? Okay then. Oh, please, come on in. Just to end that conversation, I tried to offer her to come inside the apartment. Huh? What are you talking about? I can't come inside such a dirty home. What would you like me to do? Don't you understand a simple solution? You need to clean the house. Hurry up, I've been tired from moving. Okay. This is strange. I don't recall her ever being so strict on me like this. I wonder why she was already upset with me the moment she got here. Since I was nervous and didn't know what to do, I decided to clean the house as she told me to. But I can't possibly stand her if she's going to behave like this all the time when I'm at home. It might be a better idea to say something to her at the right time. And as those thoughts were going through my head, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and clean the house. Okay. I wondered if she just wasn't in a good mood. I had no choice but to vacuum the house as meticulously as I can. And finally, thank you for waiting. I cleaned the house, so please come on in.
Fine, I guess I'll come in.
It hasn't even been an hour since she got here, and I'm already sensing that this is going to be problematic. I knew she was coming, so I made sure I did my groceries that day. It's very traditional, but I decided to cook curry. Thank you for waiting. Let's start eating.
Ugh.
What's the matter?
What is this?
You're asking what it is? It's curry.
Curry? Why do I have to eat such pathetic food?
Huh?
Your mother-in-law moved into your house today, and we're supposed to celebrate. We should have cod for dinner.
Cod?
It's part of our culture to eat cod for celebration. Don't you have common sense?
Look, I wasn't trying to be rude. I'm so sorry about that.
Toshinobu, have you been spoiling this young lady a little too much?
Huh? I'm always at work, so I don't know.
Your husband works so hard to a point where he can't even keep an eye on his wife. But look at you, being all lazy. I feel bad for my poor son.
What are you trying to say? As I told you earlier, I also work. I've been trying my best to take care of things around the house while I have a job too. I don't think I deserve to be treated like this. I felt like I had to make sure I stand my ground at one point, so I decided to tell her how I felt. I do have a job, but I just work at a grocery store in the neighborhood. When I looked at my mother-in-law, her face started turning red.
Oh my, what did you just say to me?
I told you that I'm busy too. I can't possibly do things perfectly as you expect.
This is unbelievable. How dare you speak to me like that?
I was expecting her to stop being harsh on me if I stood on my ground, but I ended up putting her on fire.
You need to apologize.
Why do I have to apologize?
Apologize now. You're being extremely rude to your mother-in-law right now.
Well, you moved here to live for rent-free, and you're being way too arrogant.
Apologize!
Oh my goodness! As she raised her voice, she threw the dish of curry at me.
Humph, if you're gonna end up crying, you should have known how to behave. Now, hurry up and clean that mess. Look, I'm not going to have mercy on you if you ever try to argue with me. Anyways, Toshinobu, I'm hungry. Do you want to go out to have dinner with me?
Sure, that's fine. What do you want to eat?
I want cod. Let's go eat sushi.
Okay, there's a nice sushi restaurant in the neighborhood, so we can go there.
I'm so excited.
Toshinobu and his mother left the house without even looking back at me. Not only did my mother-in-law not even try the food I cooked, but Toshinobu also left without even taking a bite. To make it worse, not only did he just sit there watching me be harassed by his mother, but Toshinobu didn't care to take my side over this argument. I felt upset with both of them, and not just his mother. I guess I'll shower. In an attempt to clean off the mess that was all over me and also to heal my sanity, I decided to take a hot bath. That was the only moment I got to spend some relaxing time that day. I spent longer in the bathtub than usual and felt better after showering, but as I walked out from the shower room, I ended up walking into my mother-in-law.
Don't tell me you took a bath without even considering the two of us.
Was there any problem?
Are you trying to make me mad again? I'm your mother-in-law. I'm supposed to be the first person who gets to bathe.
My mother-in-law started to give me another illogical lecture. According to her, the first person to bathe should always be the person who has the highest position in the household. Since there are three of us, it should be first her, then Toshinobu, and finally myself. She tends to be extremely old-schooled. It's pretty typical nowadays for housewives to work part-time jobs, and insisting that the wife should always stay at home is so ancient. She also demanded cod as a celebration, but I had no idea what we were celebrating. Besides, the things that she said about bathing is not efficient at all. She lives in our house for free to begin with. She wanted to move into the house that I inherited and did so without even asking for my consent. But she's been acting so arrogantly. All she causes is nothing but trouble. I don't even need to ask if she'd be willing to pay a third of our expenses because I know she won't. Hey, Toshinobu.
What?
Can I talk to you about something?
What is it?
It's about your mother. Can you pay a little more attention?
Attention? What do you mean?
I don't think she should be behaving the way she does. She even threw curry at me. This is ridiculous. Hearing what I said, Toshinobu still didn't take my side.
Don't you realize Mom gets mad at you because you're behaving that way?
What?
She's sparing her time to tell you all those things because you're such a horrible wife. If you keep acting like that, she's not going to appreciate you.
Are you being serious?
Right back at you. You never know, she might kick you out of this place if you keep behaving so rudely.
That's enough! I decided to go take a walk for the sake of my sanity. Ever since then, my mother-in-law continued to harass me every day. And after a little while...
Hey, Haruka, can I talk to you about something?
What is it?
As you know, Ami is getting married.
Yes. Ami is Toshinobu's younger sister, which makes me her sister-in-law. I wonder what she wanted to talk to me about her daughter for.
I want her to move into this house. So, Haruka, will you please move out?
I couldn't comprehend what she said at first. Are you saying that you, Toshinobu, Ami, and her husband will live here while I move out?
That's right.
As you might know, I inherited this house from my grandfather. This means that I'm the one who decides on who gets to live in this house. I thought I was only saying the right thing, but my mother-in-law started to turn red again.
Are you still saying something like that? This is my house.
Huh?
I'm your mother-in-law, so this house belongs to me. I can't believe you have the guts to claim that you own this house. How dare you?
I looked at Toshinobu and couldn't believe that he was nodding to what his mother was saying. She's not the type of person that I could ever have a decent conversation with.
Amy and her husband are moving in next week. Just make sure you move out of this place until then.
Why do I have to move out of my own house?
Don't you understand? You failed as my son's wife. You're not pretty and your personality is horrible. I can't possibly let you continue to live with my family.
Is that so?
And also, here, will you sign this form?
My mother-in-law handed me a divorce form. I honestly wanted to disown both of them as soon as possible, so I was happy that she was handing me the form. I signed the form without arguing and started packing my belongings. I didn't have much to pack to begin with, and it wouldn't be a hassle for me to move out. I reached out to my parents to explain what was going on, and I thought about what to do moving forward. 3 days later, I moved back into my parents' house. I didn't want to see Toshinobu or his mother, so I left early in the morning. I felt so much better about myself to a point where I couldn't even compare myself to when I was living in that house with the two of them. They were stressing me out every day. Because of all the stress that they caused me, I was planning on a revenge against the two of them. First of all...
What's going on? I find it very unusual for you to ask if I can see you.
I wanted to talk to you about my husband.
About Toshinobu? Did something happen?
This gentleman used to be my supervisor at my workplace that I used to work at before I got married, which makes him Toshinobu's current supervisor. Whenever my mother-in-law had been harassing me, as well as how Toshinobu only took his mother's side, I made sure I had all conversations recorded on my cell phone. I went ahead and let my former supervisor listen to all of them.
Oh lord! I never knew Toshinobu was such a crazy man!
Yes, I wanted to inform you because it will only create a negative impact on your company to continue hiring a man like him.
This is unbelievable. I can't believe his mother also been allowing the affair.
I have 2 cell phones. One was my old cell phone that I used to use. I went ahead and placed my spare phone underneath the couch as it was recording conversations. And I discovered that Toshinobu was bringing in a strange woman whenever I wasn't around.
Oh, what a beautiful girlfriend.
Aren't matching apps wonderful?
If you're to break up with that horrible wife, you can let her move in. Ami and her husband will move in here too. This is going to be great.
Now I know what happened. Although you're already divorced, our company will not tolerate someone having an affair. I will speak to the upper management.
Thank you very much. A few days later... Hello?
Hey, I just got called into a meeting at work. And they told me I'm on an unpaid suspension until further notice. Do you have anything to do with this?
Nope, I have nothing to do with a crazy man who would bring a strange woman to my house without ever talking to me.
Wait, how did you know about this? I know you did this to me.
Seeing how you're reacting, you're admitting that you cheated on me, right?
Oh, shut up. I don't care if you know about it at this point. I'm not gonna pay you a single penny.
No gift will ever make me feel happy if it comes from you. Anyway, was that all that you wanted to talk to me about?
Damn it. How dare you?
Toshinobu is no longer able to work. He's probably going to be terminated unless he decides to leave the job on his own. And that's not my problem. I started going to job interviews to get myself back on track with life. I do have a blank period of time on my resume, but I used to work a lot before I got married, and I was hoping I would get a job somewhere. But I guess things aren't always easy. Days passed by, and it was already 6 months after I left that house. And one day... Huh? Who could that be?
Hello? Haruka? Haruka!
What do you want?
We got evicted from our home just right now. What the heck is going on?
Oh, it's because I sold the house? Of course you'd have to move out.
What are we supposed to do now? I don't have any money, and I don't have a good reputation right now. How am I supposed to find a new house?
As I thought, Toshinobu had left his job. He was a broke man who was unemployed. I don't think he would have any luck finding a new place to live. He's trying to tell me that he's in trouble. That's not my problem. You already knew that I owned that place even before we broke up. What made you think you could continue to live in that place that I owned after we broke up? Are you stupid?
Oh, please, I need you to help me. The girl I plan on marrying after I broke up with you happened to be already married. And he hired a lawyer to file a lawsuit against me. If I don't do anything, they're gonna charge a settlement. I need your help.
That's not my problem. I'm busy and I don't have time to be dealing with you right now. And that was when I heard some whispering over the phone for a few seconds. And then...
Hello, Haruka? You need to help us out. We had no idea that we would lose everything just because my son broke up with you.
You should have seen this coming.
Why are you behaving like that? I'm your mother-in-law.
Not anymore. I already broke up with your son, and I'm single.
Wait, did you really turn in that divorce form? Toshinobu, you better explain this to me.
It sounded like Toshinobu's mother was bluffing when she was telling me to sign the divorce form. Toshinobu ended up taking her words as is and filed her divorce. What a mess.
I need you to help me. I tried to see if Ami would help me, but she told me never to call her again. She disowned me. But you're different, right, Haruka?
You despise me, and I'm hanging up. Goodbye.
Oh no!
They continued to text me a few times after that to tell me that they ended up moving to a small apartment that only charged $300 rent. Toshinobu currently works part-time contract jobs. By the way, I made sure to discuss with my parents about whether I should sell the house or not. I felt sorry for my grandfather, but I didn't ever want to go back to that place, and that was why I decided to sell it. I was also able to find a new job. I'm going to support myself moving forward. If I ever have the chance to marry someone again, I'm going to make sure the people around my spouse are people with common sense too.